Mogaka of Migirango West. Yes, proceed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for this kind of opportunity.
Order. For neatness, I still say that if you want to speak on this matter, just put an intervention. You may proceed, Honorable Member.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for this honor to add my voice to congratulating our committee chair for CDF for steering the fund this far at a time when the country is experiencing extreme challenges in its cash flow. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my CDF committee for West Mugrango constituency for being very fair in the distribution of the bursaries. We have already sorted out the secondary school goers. Today, we released checks for the university students, and we are waiting for the balance from the National CDF Fund for us to finish with the tertiary institution. Mr. Speaker, as an educationist, you know that education is an equalizer. And this country must be deliberate to ensure that every child who needs intervention in their education to attain their dream in learning is given that support. And the CDF, National CDF, is that fund, the People's Fund, that helps children from poor families actualize their dreams. And I'm proud that my constituency is at the front line of ensuring that there is education support for every child from every home. And while we are at that, I also need to sympathize with the national government CDF fund because they have not got timely disbursement from the exchequer. Notwithstanding that, they have been able to avail at least the bursary fund as soon as practicable, so much so that our children have gone to school. I can't fail to recognize and appreciate our heads of schools and principals of schools who have exercised patience in not sending home those children that were depending on bursary support for their education. I particularly celebrate the principals from West Mugrango constituency who, after consultation, accepted to carry on the students as we waited for the constituency bursary disbursement. And really, if we cooperate together with stakeholders, we will ensure that every child who deserves support in education gets it. And while we are at that, I must appeal to all those who have been lucky to have been appointed to be in the committees or constituency committees of CDF throughout the country, that they have a responsibility to our children of Kenya to ensure that every child, no matter their background, no matter how they voted, get access to education and get support to get their education go through. I want to, on the same note, request that our higher education loans board needs to also be proactive and make available the loan support to our students going to colleges and universities so that our support through bursary is not in vain. Because we have cases where students have applied for higher education loans board, the money has not been given to the schools or colleges, and such students are desperate, thinking they are going to be denied exams. I appeal to vice chancellors to tell their deans of education and faculties to ensure that no child misses examination in our universities because the help portion of their funding has not come. I want to celebrate the 13th Parliament for standing firm for education, and I beg to support.
The Honorable Rashid